guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today I'm coming at you with a circus, theme park, carnival themed book haul. This book haul is for my upcoming readathon, Randomathon, which is a readathon that changes themes every year. And this year's theme is carnival, circus, theme park, festivals, and fairs. The readathon is going to be running Monday, February 5th through Monday, February 19th, so full 2 weeks. So we've got a little bit of time to get some books in. I will link the announcement video and any other information up in the cards as well as down below in the description, so be sure and check those out. I have been collecting these books for about 6 months when I decided that that was going to be the theme for this year's readathon. So I have a large stack. Obviously, I'm not going to get to all of these, but I will get to them at some point in the future. I like to have a lot of options so that if I change my mind or if books wind up not being very good, I have a big stack to choose from. I do most of them on audio, but I use a lot of them for photos and for sharing with you guys as well. I get most of my books between $1 and $3. That's why this haul is a little bit larger than some other ones you might see. And I'm also going to be sharing some books that I got from the library, which I don't think I have ever done before. So first we're going to talk about the library books that I got. Most of these are graphic novels. So I got Spectacle, book 1 by Megan Rose Gidris. This one was originally a web comic. Pragmatic engineer Anna works as a psychic in the Sampson Brothers Circus, but she doesn't believe in anything supernatural until her twin sister Kat is murdered and comes back as a very demanding ghost. I almost read this one for Not So Scary-a-thon, but I saved it for this one because I thought that sounded perfect and it has a little spooky vibe. That one is a young adult novel. I think these are more middle grade. So we have Animal Crackers, Circus Mayhem, and Animal Crackers. Sorry, I have my sticker on here from the library. The first one, these are by Scott Christensen Sava and Allison Action. And this is just part of a series. I don't know anything about it except for that it looks really fun and the illustrations are cute. It also says now a major motion picture. So I need to go and see if I can find that for the readathon. But these look super, super cute and perfect. All right, then we have Hyde by Kiersten White. Okay, so I read Hyde, I think last summer, or maybe the summer before, the novel, and I really did not enjoy it. I love Kiersten White's writing style in her young adult books. It was her first adult novel. I didn't like it. It was much darker and more depressing than her other books. I just didn't really love it. I really enjoyed the setting. It's set at a theme park, and I really enjoyed the ending of it and like the overall concept. But I didn't like hearing about the backgrounds of the characters because they were really hard to read about, and there were so many and it was hard to keep up with. So I'm hoping that this, the graphic novel, which should be adult, will cut out a lot of the things that I didn't like too much on the backgrounds and things, and stick mostly with the theme park element. So we're gonna give this a shot. So this is about a group of people that are in a competition in an abandoned theme park to win a bunch of money, and all they have to do is basically play a game of hide and seek, and then the game gets kind of sinister and people start to go missing instead of just leaving the game, and they start to wonder if something else is happening. So good for the readathon. Another graphic novel. This one should be at YA. This is Lifetime Passes. They're in for the ride of their lives. It looks really fun. It looks like it's set at Disneyland. So this one is about Jackie Chavez, and she loves her local theme park, Kingdom Adventure, more than anything else in the world. The park is all she and her friends Nikki, Daniel, and Burke talk about. It's where all of Jackie's best memories are, and it's the only place she really feels safe and happy. Kingdom Adventure is even more important to her now that Jackie's parents have been deported and forced to go back to Mexico, leaving Jackie in the United States with her tia Gina, who works at the Valley Care Living Retirement Home. When Gina tells Jackie that she can't afford park passes for the next season, Jackie is crushed. But her next trip to the park exposes a dark secret. If someone in their group dies on the property, the rest of the party gets lifetime passes. So that sounds very cool. I hadn't read that synopsis yet. Very sinister and fun. I definitely want to get to this one for the readathon. Okay, now for the ones that I purchased. First of all, I had a friend get a book for me from Book Outlet. So I know that she got me The Kingdom, kind of virtual reality-esque. There's like a fantasy themed theme park, and it sounds very cool. I'm very, very excited about it. So I know that one's going to be coming my way pretty soon. And then for the rest of these, a couple of these, maybe like 2 or 3, I have hauled with you before, but I wanted to put them in here so that you guys could have more recommendations if you need more help building your TBR. But the majority of them I got over the past like 6 months. All right, so Delusion by Laura L. Sullivan. Welcome to the Hall of Delusion, where nothing is as it seems. Opening night jitters are nothing new for Phil and Fee Albion, who come from a long line of stage illusionists. The girls know how to dazzle an audience, but nothing could have prepped them for the horror of the London Blitz. Misfits. In the aftermath, the sisters find themselves bundled off to the country where they're safe from bombs and Nazis and bored to pieces. How are two beautiful, talented theatrical types supposed to survive in a place that doesn't seem to have heard there's a war? Phil, always the passionate one, is determined to get the locals to do their part for the war effort, and in a castle deep in the countryside, she finds just the men to help her. What's more, the castle turns out to be a college for real magicians led by the devastatingly handsome Arden. Phil is sure she can persuade those otherworldly magicians to join her cause. Sounds really, really fun, and we have magicians in here, which is one of the reading challenge categories. All right, we have The Magic Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris, another cute little middle grade. I'm not going to read the synopsis for all of these, but this one basically is about cute little kid magicians. That's really all that I know, and that's kind of all I want to know going into this series. We have Lord of Monsters, an out of Abaton novel. Again, not going to read you the synopsis because this is book 2 of a series. The first one is The Wooden Prince, which is a retelling of Pinocchio. So I will be reading that one first, but I found this one, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and it's part of a cool looking like Pinocchio series. All right, next we have an adult novel. This is Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I don't know anything about this one either, except for that it is set at a Renaissance fair and it is a romance. I don't know if it's steamy or clean. I love a Renaissance fair. It sounds very fun. I believe it's part of a series as well. All right, The One and Only Ivan by Catherine Applegate. So this one won a Newbery Award, and this is a cute little middle grade. And in this one, we have Ivan. He is an easygoing gorilla living at the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. He has grown accustomed to humans watching him through the glass walls of his domain. He rarely misses his life in the jungle. In fact, he hardly thinks about it at all. Instead, Ivan thinks about TV shows he's seen and about his friends, Stella, an elderly elephant, and Bob, a stray dog. But mostly Ivan thinks about art and how to capture the taste of a mango or the sound of leaves with color and a well-placed line. Then he meets Ruby, a baby elephant taken from her family, and she makes Ivan see their home and his own art through new eyes. When Ruby arrives, change comes with her, and it's up to Ivan to make it a change for the better. So, looks super cute and heartwarming. The Bootlace Magician by Cassie Beasley, and again, this is second in a series. The first one being Circus Mirandus, which again, I will read before I read this one, but I found the second one first. I don't have that book to read the synopsis, but it's basically just a middle grade set at a circus. And the second one looks like it has dragons. Illusions of Fate by Kirsten White. She makes another appearance. So in this one, the people of Albion are different from anyone Jessamine has ever known. Harsh, uptight, and obsessed with wealth and rank. Jessamine knew as much when she left her sun-drenched island home to attend school in their gray, dreary country. But she had no idea how different they truly were. She never thought she would discover a house with doors that open onto 100 corners of the city, or a book that spends its days as a bird. She certainly never expected to become a pawn in a political and magical power struggle between the sinister Lord Downpike and the handsome, charming Finn Ackerley. And she never so much as imagined she'd win Finn's affections, or that one day his shadow would follow her every step. So I'm thinking this has something to do with magicians or like psychics. It's called Illusions of Fate. And Illusions is one of the reading challenges. Another middle grade, lots of middle grade circus-y theme park books. So we have Curiosity House, The Shrunken Head by Lauren Oliver and H.C. Chester. Look how cute. Perfect, it looks like my background. Blessed with extraordinary abilities, orphans Philippa, Sam, and Thomas have grown up happily in Dumfries Dime Museum of Freaks, Oddities, and Wonders. But when a fourth child, Max, a knife thrower, joins the group, it sets off an unforgettable chain of events. So this looks perfect for the Misfit Characters, curtains on the cover, and like a circus-y element. We have The Circus Rose by Betsy Cornwell. I am not sure if this is middle grade or YA. We've got a nice little tent on the cover. I've had this one for a while. So in this one, twins Rosie and Ivory grew up at their ringmaster mother's knee, always a double act. Rosie performing on stage, Ivory working behind the scenes. After years on the road, they're finally returning to Port's End, the closest place to home they know. Yet something has changed in the bustling city. Fundamentalist flyers paper the walls and preachers fill the square, warning against shadowy sins spreading across the land. The circus prepares a triumphant homecoming show full of lights and spectacle that could chase away even the darkest shadow. But during Rosie's tightrope act, a disaster strikes and Ivory is forced to step into the spotlight. So it just sounds really magical. I really enjoyed Betsy Cornwell's Mechanica, so I'm excited to get to this one. Okay, you guys, so that is everything that I hauled for this year's Randomathon theme. I am very, very excited about most of these. I'm trying to plan everything out so that I can get in as many as possible because I've been wanting to do this for so long. Let me know if any of these sound good to you down below in the comments. Don't forget to check out the announcement video if you haven't already for all the details on the reading challenges, photographics, and all of that. It will be down below in the description as well as up in the cards. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at TheBrightSideGirl and use the hashtag Randomathon if you're participating on there. I have one more Randomathon themed video coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side.